Okay, I can't be the only one still thinking about this conversation, which I thought was going to be an argument, but it really was not, where Janelle and Kody are in the restaurant discussing the future of their relationship. As I'm like trying to think through, what does this mean? It wasn't the moment I thought it was going to be, but what was it? This is funny, someone posted in a Facebook group a link to a TikTok where someone had recorded a cameo of Kody talking about who you should marry. I want to share this with you and then talk about how that helps us understand what we saw in episode 13.
I guess Carl's your best friend, and that's great. Best friends are great. Don't marry your best friend. That's my advice.
If you're not familiar with it, Cameo is a website where celebrities and other famous public figures can... you can pay them to send messages to your friends or family or even to you. And they each set their own rate. And I think for Kody, it's either $99 or $100. He'll send a message. If you pay him that, he'll send a message to whoever and he'll say whatever basically you want. But then he riffs on it and kind of gives his own flair to it. And so it's interesting to see. He says, don't marry your best friend. And this is who he says you should marry.
I do recommend you find a soulmate. I do recommend that you find real passion. Somebody who wants to make you dance the dervish, that makes you feel vibrantly alive, that type of thing. Best friends are great, but I wouldn't marry my best friend.
So if you happen to watch the whole cameo, you'll learn that the context was just like it's a mother and father who were sending this request to Kody for their daughter's birthday. She was turning 24. And it's always a joke whenever there's a thing with Kody coming up, talking to a woman, like, is he trying to find a fifth wife? And so that was the conversation online that I saw. But to me, that's not really the story. The real story is the fact that Kody was sending this message to this young woman around the same time that him and Janelle were having this conversation on season 17, episode 13.
I don't think you and I know how to build real about things with each other.
Well, I mean, we've obviously had a functional marriage for a long time, and you're my best friend. You're the person I want to tell everything to.
Yeah, but I mean, redefining us,
Now, I know you saw that. I know you heard that. Janelle refers to herself as his best friend, and Kody is at a total loss for words. He does not know what to say. And it makes sense now because I think this was around the same time. He just established when he's speaking candidly on video to this stranger, he says, don't marry your best friend. We learn now that Kody does not want a best friend. I guess Kody has enough friends. That's probably what he would say. He has enough friends. He does not need his wife to be his friend. He wants a loyal wife. He wants a wife where there's passion. He wants a wife that makes him want to dance the dervish. Is that what he was doing at that wedding? Was that the dervish? I'm not familiar with that term, but if that's what that was, then I'm not interested, okay? But we know that that's what Kody's looking for. And from season 1, episode 1, Janelle has not been that wife to Kody. Okay, so this is how we meet Janelle. Season 1, episode 1. I love to take it back because it's so fun to watch these old episodes with this perspective of like, oh, we know how this might turn out. Anyway, watch it and just look at how they interact with each other. It's very interesting.
Janelle, we don't really use an order, but if you're questioning the order of how family came together, she's number 2. Hi. How's it going? Oh, shoot.
Now, the way he says, oh, shoot, at the end of that always makes me laugh because he knows that was a little bit of an awkward moment. But the truth is, on episode 1, it was full of awkward moments. It was clear that none of the wives had really spent a lot of time in front of cameras and were unsure of what this was going to be like. But what's interesting is that if you look at the way each wife was introduced on the show, they're all very close to him. They're a little bit like hugged up with him. He's embracing them and introducing them. Whereas when Janelle is introduced, she's like way across the room. She doesn't really move until Kody walks up to her. And even then she puts a child in between them. So it seems kind of clear to me that even though Janelle says this, in season 17, episode 13.
Really bad because Christine talks about lack of intimacy and all these things that were problems, and that was not my marriage experience. Kody and I were great on all fronts.
It seems like Kody and Janelle's relationship was never the one that made Kody want to dance the dervish. The funny thing is that in some ways that's fine. I don't think Janelle really wanted to make Kody dance the dervish. I think she really liked the way their relationship was. She liked the way the family as a bigger unit supported her independence and really relied on her being an independent person. I think that's exactly what she wanted. And watch this next part. Also, I think it's season 1, episode 1, where she talks a little bit about how the family unit really works for her as it is.
I'm gone from usually about 6:15 until 7 o'clock or so. I've always been a career person. I've always worked. I would prefer to be working rather than be home with the kids. I like working more, so let Christine do that.
Okay, so after that, she goes on to say that even if she has time off for work or she has time to herself, that she knows there are other adults around who can watch her kids basically, and she can go watch a movie or do something by herself. And I just think that's funny that even when there's a hypothetical moment where she's alone, she does not talk about wanting to spend time with Kody. She does not talk about wanting to spend time one-on-one with her husband. And that's fine. To me, what that just shows is like, that's been their life for 30 plus years. That's been their relationship. And it was okay. Kody went along with it. I don't know why he did, because apparently now he doesn't like that. But he did, and he's doing a complete 180 now to try to get Janelle to do anything different. But like I said in my most recent video where we talked about this full episode, I think that this is all an attempt to get Janelle to leave, to push her away to the point that she wants to go. He knows that there is no way Janelle is going to just stop being independent when that has been her role in the family from day one. So to me, this is like a sign. How could they make it through this when it's clear like neither one of them really wants to? Neither one of them really wants to change. Neither one of them wants to negotiate. And for sure, Janelle doesn't need to. She can be on her own. I think she'll be happier by herself. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. Is there any hope for Janelle and Kody to have a future together? Do you want them to have a future together? I think I know the answer to that, but let me know anyway. And if nothing else, you know, Kody, Robin, Janelle, Christine, Mary, all them kids, there's gonna be a lot going on, and there will be more for us to talk about very soon. All right, take care.